Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am Jordan. If you're new here, I make videos all about flexible, plant-based foods and eating and recipes, things that make me feel good, and just a general healthy and holistic natural lifestyle. It is now March, and that means I'm extremely excited for spring. Even though it's like 30 degrees outside right now, I don't care. I am in the spring mode. So I'm really excited to share today 3 different breakfasts that are all green, and they're not smoothies. So I don't know about you, but in the wintertime when it's cold, I just crave warming foods, and I don't really crave a cold smoothie. Even though I know it's really good for me, I try to listen to my body and just eat what makes me feel good. So right now that's been mostly warm breakfasts like oatmeal or scrambled tofu or warm toasted bread with some kind of topping. So that is what I'm going to show you today. You can definitely incorporate greens into all of those foods and still make them super duper healthy and packed with nutrients. And the one ingredient I'm going to be using throughout all these recipes today is something, if you've been watching my channel, you know I use this a lot. It's one of my new favorite superfoods. It is spirulina powder. I think I'm saying that right, spirulina powder. And it's actually a blue-green algae that has been dried, so it's in powder form. And the great thing about this is it adds a beautiful natural green color to pretty much anything you add to it, and you don't need a lot. It's really concentrated, but it has amazing nutrient benefits in it. So right on the packaging, it says that it is a great source of protein and iron, and it's also a good source of vitamin B6, all super important nutrients in everyone's diet, whether you're an omnivore or a plant-based eater. This is also a great substitute for green food coloring if you are getting excited for St. Patrick's Day this Friday and you want to make some green sweets or some green food. Just add a little bit of this. That way you don't have to add any nasty chemicals to your foods. This stuff is amazing. In this one canister, it comes with, I think, 23 servings, which I don't even use a full serving every time I use it. And I think this was only I think this was less than $10. So you get a ton of spirulina for your money. So it's not like one of those superfoods that are crazy expensive or unrealistic to buy all the time. And it just keeps in your pantry. I will leave a link down below to how I bought it and this brand so that you can buy it if you're interested. If you want to see the 3 recipes that I make with all the greens, just keep watching. My first recipe is for some green Irish style oats. So you're just going to need a pan, some steel cut oats, a chopped up medjool date for sweetness, and some raw shelled hemp seed to sprinkle on top, spirulina powder, and a Granny Smith green apple. In your saucepan, add a 1/4 cup of the steel cut oats with a 1/4 cup of water, and then 1/2 cup of your favorite non-dairy milk. I am loving rice milk right now because it's naturally sweet. Then just add your chopped up date, and you're going to cook that on the stove according to package directions, and the date will get nice and soft and gooey in the oatmeal and just add a natural sweetness. Once it's cooked, then just stir it up. And this is totally optional, but I added a little bit of vanilla extract because it just makes it a little special and a little extra sweet. Then you add your spirulina powder, and see, I just add this tiny little bit, about a 1/2 teaspoon. I added a little bit more rice milk just to get it going, and then stir it up until it gets nice and green. Next, just add it to a bowl, and now we're ready to put on our toppings. I added my Granny Smith apple and then just sprinkled on some of those green hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are great for omega-3s. Some other great green toppings would be maybe like kiwi or some pumpkin seeds, but this combination was delicious. So lately I've been taking my breakfast to work, so I'm really liking making some overnight oats because I can just grab the jar and go in the morning. So what I did was I put a 1/4 cup of old-fashioned oats and a 1/4 cup of quick oats in a jar. I'm reusing an old salsa jar. So first I add a 1/2 teaspoon of the spirulina powder, of course, to make it beautiful and green. Then I add some cinnamon, which is traditional in oats. And lately I've been adding ground cloves to my oatmeal. So fun fact of the day, cloves significantly calm inflammation and are among the most antioxidant packed spices, according to nutritionfacts.org. So I just add a couple dashes of that. And then I also added some raw sunflower seeds, about a tablespoon or so. Raw sunflower seeds just add a really good crunch and texture, and they're also really high in protein. Then I just top on the lid and give it a good shake so that all the spices can get mixed up around the oats. Then I decided to use a half of an apple just chopped up into small pieces as my natural sweetener, but you could use any favorite fruit that you have, like banana or berries. And then just top it with about 2/3 of a cup of your favorite non-dairy milk. Put the lid back on and give it a good shake so that everything is combined, and you'll see it turns this beautiful green color. Then just put the lid back on, pop it in the fridge overnight, and in the morning put on your favorite toppings. I'm really liking frozen blueberries and almond butter right now. Last but not least is a protein-packed savory option. This is a green scramble, and I'm using silken tofu as my scramble, but you could certainly use egg if you eat egg. And then of course we've got spirulina powder, some nutritional yeast, some cumin, some black pepper, and this Hawaiian black salt, which gives it a really good eggy, salty flavor, and of course some fresh spinach. So you just add about 1/3 of that package of the silken tofu into a nonstick pan, and the great thing is you don't even have to use oil because there's so much water in the tofu. You're just gonna let some of that cook off. And then this is optional, but I added a little bit of turmeric to my scramble to give it a authentic yellow color like eggs. Then you'll see I added my cumin, and I just mixed that all together, and it's on like a medium-low heat. So you'll see it looks a lot like scrambled eggs at this point. Then I added that 1/2 teaspoon of spirulina powder, a full tablespoon of nutritional yeast, and my chopped spinach, some salt, and some black pepper. You can of course just use regular salt if you don't have Hawaiian black salt, and it will taste just as good. And then once it's all mixed up and nice and hot and ready to go, that is it. And I just paired it with some really simple Ezekiel toast with half an avocado and some cilantro and lemon juice on top. And this has got to be my new favorite. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed these 3 healthy breakfasts that are green themed this week. Look out for my videos. I post once a week on Sundays. And if you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and the little bell so you get a notification when I upload a video. And like this video if you like recipe videos. I also, if you noticed, I added some nutrition facts in the videos for all of the recipes. I added the protein count and the fiber count because those are really important nutrients in the diet, especially they keep you full and they keep your digestion healthy, give you lots of energy throughout the day. So that's why I added that in there. Let me know if that's helpful, and I can add all the nutrition facts to my recipes and to like my what I eat in a days here from now on. I think that's kind of neat to see. But anyway, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next week in my next video. Bye!